Welcome to the 17th Annual Animal Essay Contest. Any 3rd through 6th grade child who is an Arlington resident is eligible to participate in the Arlington Animal Essay Contest. Thank you to our sponsors and volunteers. We couldn't do it without you. Spring Creek Barbecue, EECU Credit Union, University of Texas at Arlington Trio, our Arlington Animal Services Senior Golden Paws volunteers, Arlington's mayor, city council, and our City of Arlington staff, Office of Communications for working with us in this amazing studio. This year's awesome essay judges included AISD's John Hibbs, MISD's Raul Gonzalez, and our guest judge, Donna Smith. The Arlington Animal Services Advisory Board did an amazing job once again. Thank you to all of you. The contest was designed to teach our youth about responsible pet ownership. And today we have our guest, Mayor Pro Tem Sherry Capehart, and our volunteer administrator, Angie Rayburn Pickett. And also we have a friend here. Tell us about the friend we have visiting with us.
Well, this is Lucas. He is about a year old. He's a terrier mix. He came into the shelter last week as a stray, and he can be adopted from Arlington Animal Services at 1000 Southeast Green Oaks.
We are so proud of our adoptable animals at the shelter. And Lucas is just one of the fine animals that we received into the shelter. So, Ms. Capehart,
yes,
tell us how this essay contest has changed over the years.
It has changed from being a very small contest and almost a little obscure to being anticipated by the school districts and the homeschoolers, and has grown from probably in the beginning maybe 100 to 200 essays every contest to oftentimes being well over 1,000 per contest.
That's right.
So the popularity of it has grown, the importance of it in the curriculum for many of the teachers has grown significantly. And the essays, I have to say, have also improved over the years. I think as the teachers started embracing it even more and the kids really kind of got into it, and this is not necessarily something that is a graded essay per se, unless the teacher chooses to do it that way. And so the kids write from their hearts.
So when you walk into those classrooms and you see those kids get excited, what does it do to your heart?
Oh, it's amazing, you know, and everyone is different. When we started years ago, 17 years ago, it was just a few staff members and myself, and now it's an entourage of our sponsors go with us, and certainly staff goes with us, but we're oftentimes met by the student's family, and they're sworn to secrecy, so they're not supposed to have told their student. So when we go into the classroom and make the announcement, the family is not necessarily there. They're kind of in the hallway waiting for their child's name to be announced. And so when the family walks in, the student, it's a very emotional, it's happy, it's a little tearful at times, but it's just a wonderful experience.
Well, we've changed the questions the last year or so. So tell me, are you proud of the responses that you received from the essays?
Oh, absolutely. One of the questions that we created for the 6th graders, the ones who are a little more mature, was to tell us what an animal shelter will be like, 50 years out. And very creative, and a lot of it has to do with technology, obviously. But that shows you where their heads are going with regard to technology. And of course, they've never known life without a cell phone, right? So for them to start talking about how we're going to transport the animals and how the animals are going to be viewed, and we do a little bit of that in our shelter. So we have pictures of the animals online for people. You don't have to come to the shelter to see the available animals. But I mean, this goes into a lot more depth, some of the creativity coming from those essays.
They were wonderful. They
Weren't
were
they?
absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Angie, I know the kids got to tour the shelter and read their essays. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, it's always so exciting to see the kids come in and get to read their essays in front of their friends and family, and then also in front of their peers. And then they always get so excited after they're done reading their essays, and we take them on a tour of the behind the scenes at the shelter. So it's really fun to see all of the excitement when they're actually learning how we take care of the animals as they come into the shelter.
Well, I know we started giving the kids the Kindle Fire, and they love receiving them. So tell me, I know we've partnered with the library and with the Tech Link. So tell me about that experience.
Well, the Tech Link bus parked in the back of the library parking lot, and the kids walk, after they're done with their tour, they go over to the Tech Link bus, and they get on there, and they're instructed on how to actually get online with their Kindles. They sign up for library cards if they don't have their library cards, and then the technician with the Tech Link bus shows them how they can actually download books through their actual card through the library. It's a really neat thing, and the kids always get super excited because when you go on, there's all of these computers sitting there, so it's like this cool little video bus.
So I want to hear from each one of you. Tell me about one of your most memorable moments with this contest. Guys, I know there's so many. There's the council meeting, there's the reception, there's all the family and friends and council and mayor visiting the reception, and there's the tour of the shelter, and there's so much. So one of your most memorable moments.
I think the most memorable for me is Where Are They Now?
Oh, yeah.
So we take the sixth graders from 6 years ago who were the winners, and then we bring them back and interview them. And today you did that as well. And so one of those winners from 6 years ago, he was telling me how meaningful this contest was to him. And I said, well, in what way? And he said, it was the first time that I had such self-confidence. And he said, and so now I'm going to be a physician, and he's been accepted to Notre Dame, and there was another college I don't remember, but he has several other interviews potentially. And so, but he's got his career path charted, shall we say. But he told me, he said, I would not be here if it hadn't been for that contest.
Wow.
Now that's beyond my wildest expectation when we started this 17 years ago. I was more targeting towards having the kids express how they feel about animals, and as we say every year, you know, animal abuse is a precursor for abuse of people.
Right.
And so if we can get the young people thinking about what it means to be responsible for another living thing and not be abusive or controlling to it, the likelihood of them becoming abusers of people is very slim.
Right.
So this is kind of a preventative measure. It's not really an intervention, it's more of a preventative measure. But to hear that young man tell me today that this little animal essay contest from 6 years ago, when he was in 6th grade, gave him the confidence he had never thought he could achieve. And so, you know, that's priceless.
That's special. That's, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's priceless.
Angie, what about you? This is your 2nd year, and so far you've had a lot of moments. Tell me your most memorable one.
Well, aside from the one she's got right now.
He's been so good until
Yes, he
his
has.
camera appearance. Now he wants to bounce around. But my most memorable so far has been this year, actually, at Mary Moore, when we had 5 students be winners from the same school. And they pulled the entire student body to the cafeteria, and they announced those winners in front of their entire school, all of the students. So it was such an uplifting event for some of those students to be proclaimed those winners in front of all of those students. So there were like, I don't know, 600, 700 students, and they were cheering and clapping for everyone that was announced winner. So I thought that was really awesome.
Well, this contest is wonderful. It's one of my favorite things to do. And next year is going to be even more exciting because it'll be the 10-year anniversary for the Animal Services Center. And so we've got the new council chambers, and so everything will be so exciting and so brand new all over again. So thank you so much.
No, thank you, and the staff and our sponsors. We have wonderful sponsors, and this year we had a new sponsor, the Spring Creek Barbecue, and the Carroll family is very committed to animal welfare, and they had asked how they could help, and so we suggested potentially having the animal essay contest be one of the things that they would help champion, and they did that. We're very appreciative, along with the EECU and the Star Telegram and the partnership we share with UTA. So even though these are elementary school students, we want a UTA presence so that they know that they can go to college locally. They don't have to go out of town, and UTA is a wonderful school for that.
Right. So thank you guys so much for all the hard work and effort that you put into this contest.
Oh, and you too, Chris. You and your staff do a phenomenal job, and Angie.
Well, thank you guys so much. We look forward to next year, and we look forward to making the future brighter for even more of our youth. So,
And we look forward to Lucas's adoptive parents.
yes, his new forever home. We're so excited to have one of our sponsors here with us today, Ms. Maribel Moreland from EECU Credit Union. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to be part of this event. EECU recognizes that teaching the children about financial education is a great beginning for them at this young age.
So you got to visit the schools with us today. Tell me about that.
So that was wonderful. We visited with the kids and the parents and the teachers, and seeing the kids, be so excited to be surprised and wondering why their parents were there. It was just, a shock to them and just nice for us to be there. EECU feels that we need to be involved in our children's education for their future, and so I feel this is a great partnership for us and you guys.
It is a great partnership, and we love having you guys as a partner. So I know for a fact that some of the kids, this is their first time opening a savings account. So how does that make you feel that they open their first savings account with EECU Credit Union?
Well, that's awesome for us. We love to be part of the first of anything with them. Usually when I get to talk to kids at career days or stuff like that, we encourage them to deposit their birthday money or their Christmas money and help them to grow their money.
Well, it's been an awesome partnership. We appreciate you guys being a sponsor once again this year. Thank you, and tell everyone at EECU Credit Union how much we appreciate them, from the city, from Arlington Animal Services, and of course, Ms. Sherry Capehart.
Yes, I sure will. I will be sure and say many thanks to everybody when I get back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, now we are moving to our third grade winner, which we are very, very proud of. The third grade winner is from Imogene Gideon Elementary School, and her name is Saba, and her teacher, Miss Bella, is here with us. How are you guys doing today?
Good. Great.
Doing great. We are so excited to have you here. So I want to ask you some questions. Now, you've been through a great experience with the Arlington Animal Essay Contest, right? So I want you to tell me, what was your favorite part of the whole contest?
I like the animal shelter the best.
You like the animal shelter the best? Well, that makes me proud. That's great. Why do you like it the best?
I love animals and I do enjoy seeing them.
So tell me about your experience there. What all did you guys do when y'all visited the shelter?
We got to pass by some animals and we got to see what they were doing and saw some of them in their things, and some of them were like the noise and the everyone all the animals were in their separate places, which is actually the thing is that when the animals are
in the cages and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you share with us one part of your essay that you thought was really, really good? Okay.
So do you want me to read it?
I want you to read it for us. So
if I were an animal with wings, I'd be a parakeet because they have beautiful patterns on their wings, really small for good uses, and get to see from high places.
Wow, that's really, really good. Now tell me, how did you hear about the animal essay contest?
Well, our wonderful administrators at our school had found out about it a few years ago, and ever since then, all of our 3rd and 4th graders write and enter themselves in the contest, and we send it in every year.
Every year. So what do you think is the key to getting a child her age to be creative in her writing?
Well, in class, we do a lot of talking, We write, and then we talk about what we're writing, and we do a lot of discussions and modeling, and we just spend a lot of time doing those things.
Wow. Well, you guys did an outstanding job. Teamwork,
Very proud
right?
of her.
Very, very proud of you and the job that you did. And we are so glad you came to visit us. And thank you.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
And congratulations to you for having a winner from your class.
I'm very, very lucky to have such a wonderful student.
Congratulations to you both. And thanks for being here today.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
We have our homeschool winner here today, Aurelio. How are you?
Good.
And we have Aurelio's mom. How are you, Miss Valenci?
Good, thank you.
Good, excellent. You are a winner this year along with your brother. Your brother was a winner last year, right?
Yep.
Wow, so you guys kept it in the family. Your essay topic was our pets need food, water, and shelter, but what more do they need? So that's a great topic. You want to read us a little bit about your essay? Well, read us a little bit from your essay.
Our pets need more than just food, water, and shelter. Pets also need good owners. They need training to make them obey and keep them safe. Very importantly, they need to be kept healthy.
That is so true. How did you learn that?
Just from doing that on our own dogs.
On your home
and
dogs?
keeping them healthy and feeding them.
I heard you adopted a dog from the animal shelter. You want to tell me your dog's name?
Scout.
Scout. So are you enjoying Scout?
Yep.
He was a good pick, huh?
Yes, he was.
He was a good pick. So, Mom, I heard a rumor that he already thought he was going to be a winner.
That is correct.
So you want to tell me a little bit about that? Did you think you were going to win?
Kind of.
Kind of? What place did you think you were going to win?
Like third or
Like
something.
third or something? But you actually won what place?
First.
First place out of 800 essays. I'd say that's pretty good. So tell me the name of the dog that you adopted from the animal shelter.
Scout.
Scout. Okay. So what do you have to do to take care of Scout? Tell me about being a responsible pet owner.
By walking him, by training him, feeding him, and keeping him healthy, and bringing him to the vet to get his shots.
Wow, that is great. And that's part of the reason we're doing this animal essay contest is to educate everyone, families, your age, my age, all about responsible pet ownership. And Mom, so you must be an amazing homeschool teacher to have a winner last year and then again this year. So congratulations to you. So did you find any challenges in getting them to participate in the program?
No, last year it was really easy. Once Macario found the contest, he just knew that he wanted to enter and at least try, his hand at writing an essay. And so it was his first time writing an essay. So I thought he did a really great job. And this year, I think the challenge just was with Aurelio setting the bar so high and saying, I'm going to win. And so as a teacher, you see that motivation and determination, and you just love that. You want to see that in your students. But then as a mom, I was wanted to temper that a little bit and just prepare for disappointments. And I said, well, you have 5th grade and 6th grade, and do your best to kind of give those pep talks. So those were kind of the challenges, just balancing the parent and teacher side of it.
So out of over 800 essays this year, you have a winner, and out of over 1,000 last year, you have a winner. So what advice would you have for other teachers who are parents who are homeschooling their kids for this contest?
Gosh, I think just to just the opportunity to participate in an essay, there's just a wealth of knowledge that comes along with that. Just the education process, just in that of itself, learning how to write an essay, stay on topic, you know, putting their ideas together in a cohesive piece of paper and presenting that. So just to encourage them, especially when you see that excitement about something, whatever it is that they want to write about, to share that and allow them the opportunity to do that.
So now you have a Kindle Fire and your brother's got a Kindle Fire, right?
Yes.
Are you enjoying it?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Well, we are so glad you both could join us today. Thank you for coming. Congratulations once again to you both. And that's it. You have 2 kids, so they'll forever be in our records and archives as winners of the Animal Essay Contest. So congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So now we have our 5th grade winner. First place winner is Isaiah. Isaiah is a 5th grader at Mary Moore Elementary School, and his teacher is Miss Julia Helen. His topic was, what things should be done to improve the lives of animals? Isaiah, welcome. We're so excited to have you.
Hi.
Are you glad to be here?
Yes.
You've had an exciting time with the Animal Essay Contest, haven't you?
Yes.
We are so proud of you. I know your teacher couldn't be here, but we're glad you're here so you can tell us a little bit about your essay. So what did you enjoy about writing your essay?
I enjoyed how fun it was to write and how interesting it was, and I never ran out of ideas.
You never ran out of ideas. That's great. So do you enjoy writing all the time, or was this just something you did because of your school project?
This was just something I did because of my school project. I enjoy writing, but not that much.
Oh, but you did a great job. You want to share with us a part of your essay so that the audience can hear how well you did?
Sure. My mom is a family violence advocate for the United States Air Force, and she says that when she sees an animal being abused in the home, then that usually means the person abusing the animal might be abusing the children and other family members in the home as well. You never know how many lives you could be saving by reporting possible animal cruelty.
Wow, and that is so true. That is so true. I'm so glad you participated in the contest. Do you have animals at home?
Yes, I have 2.
You have 2 animals. What are their names?
Max and Mr. V.
Max and Mr. V. So you're a responsible pet owner then, huh? Good. Well, tell me, how do you take care of those animals at home?
I water them and I play with them, and sometimes I take them outside.
Well, good. Well, you did a great job, and we're very proud of you. Your brother won last year, so was it a big celebration at home with a winner from last year and now a winner this year?
I really can't remember.
You can't remember. Well, thank you so much, Isaiah, for being here. We're really glad you were able to join us today. And now we have our 6th grade winner, first place, Miss Mary McComb. Mary belongs to the Montessori Academy of Arlington. Her teacher couldn't be here today, but we are very excited to have her. And her topic was, in 2060, how will animal shelters be different than they are today? So welcome. We're glad to have you. Are you excited to be here with us?
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Now tell me, what was your most exciting part about the Animal Essay Contest?
I really liked writing it and just kind of getting to put up my ideas into a paragraph or essay. I also really liked getting to go to City Hall.
Yeah.
Because it was my first time that I've been, and it was kind of nice to actually see it.
And then the reception was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, well, good. And then your essay, 2060 seems like a long time, but it's not that long, really. So you want to read a part of your essay so that the audience can hear what you wrote?
Sure.
Okay.
A frequency collar would be placed on the animal. The collar would constantly produce a calming frequency.
The frequency would help calm the animal down and make it more adept to listening and following directions. The facility itself would be larger than our current sizes, but would not take up as much floor space. Instead of having 1 to 2 floors, each individual species would have their own. The roof would be covered in grass, and this would serve as exercise space.
Wow, that sounds like a wonderful shelter. Now, you visited the animal shelter. Did you enjoy the tour?
Yes.
Yeah, why did you enjoy the tour? Tell me about it.
It was nice to see, because I had been to an animal shelter previously, but that was like 4 years ago, so it's kind of cool to see how it's updated, and also to see all the animals, and
all the animals.
Hopefully they can find a home. They won't have to stay there so that we don't have to see them again, but...
Yes, that's what we hope for. We hope to find them all a home. So thank you, Mary, once again for being here. And congratulations to you and your entire school. And thank you for participating in the animal essay contest.
Thank you.
All right. As the animal services manager, we have winners stop by the shelter all the time just to say hi, or they become volunteers for the animal shelter, and we're always pleased to see them. But then sometimes we just wonder, what happened to all those winners and what are they doing now? And today we have Gideon here, and Gideon was a second place winner in the year 2012 for the 6th grade. He was a student at Lynn Hale Elementary School. So we want to welcome you, Gideon. How are you doing?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Yes,
I'm so excited to see you as a young man now.
Thank
and
you.
What high school are you going to?
I go to Summit High School. It's kind of on the border of Mansfield and Arlington.
Okay.
Yes,
okay. And you're a senior this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you excited?
Oh, yeah. College.
So, do you remember the animal essay contest?
Yes, I do. It was a long time ago, 6 years. Wow. I remember we were given the prompt and, we were just told to just write whatever came to mind. And I really didn't think, it was anything crucial. I just thought, it was just another assignment for class. Why not just do it and get it over with? And then my teacher, Ms. Hernandez, she told us that she had submitted the essay and, she didn't know who was going to win. And after that, it's all just, I guess history.
Yeah. Well, this contest has grown so much. But now, you showed up here and we're excited to see you. And so tell us what you plan to do after high school.
After I graduate, I plan to go to college. Not sure where exactly. There's still a few options being left on the table, like LSU.
Oh, wow.
Notre
I'm from
Dame.
Baton Rouge. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of options on the table. But I plan to major in kinesiology, human movement.
Oh.
And, go from there, probably med school. And then hopefully specialize in orthopedics, mainly focusing on, the nerves of the body and how it relates to the muscles and the bones and all that.
That sounds very interesting.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what made you decide that major would be the one for you?
I don't know, it just, I first thought about doing neurology, just focusing on the brain and just understanding how the body works just off of this one organ. But then, in high school, I started hanging around a lot of athletes. I did cross country and track myself all of junior high and my first 2 years of high school. And I got interested in, the athletes themselves, how they moved, how they did what they did with such, such agility,
right.
Such, I guess such ease, like how does one person's body, signal them to move that fast while another just doesn't, just the variations in, how one person moves over another. I just got so interested in that and I decided, this is what I wanted to study. This is what I want to do.
Well, you know what? I'm so proud of you.
Yes,
I am so very proud of you. And I have something that someone gave me, and it's called a Make a Difference coin.
Mm-hmm.
And what you do with it is, if someone feels like you're making a difference, then they give you this coin, and then you hold it until you meet someone else who you feel like is making a difference. So I'm going to pass it on to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And then you have to find someone who you feel like is making a difference in this world, and then you have to pass it on.
I will.
Gideon, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting
me. We
me.
really appreciate you having you. And now I want to say thank you to our amazing sponsors. We couldn't have done it without you. All of the city staff who have helped us, we thank you. We appreciate your time and efforts. We also appreciate our Mayor Pro Tem, Sherry K. Parr, who leads this project with us. For over 17 years, she's helped us make it a success, and we say thank you. We couldn't do it without you, and we look forward to 2018 Animal Services Animal Essay Contest.